You are listening to
Rainier Avenue Radio,
your community radio station.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Once we change and improve the mindset around what Black wealth is and can be, and show success along the journey, the longer term impacts will be huge. This is something that once we get there and at various places along the journey, we'll see that this is something that we could have done or could have begun a long time ago and simply managed to not yet find the trail. But once we do find the pathway, we'll be able to create something that no one will be able to take away from us, from our families or our communities. And like I say, the impact will be huge. So we can either talk about it or get on with the task. My suggestion is that we hunker down, cinch up our belts, and get on
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Hey, this is Paul Pearson. I've hosted the R&B show Star Time since the very beginning of Rainier Avenue Radio, and after years of featuring tracks from the 50s through the 80s, Star Time now plays R&B and hip-hop from the 1990s as well. A whole half century of soul, funk, hip-hop, and more on Star Time, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.
This is Brenda Charles Edwards, host of Seniors Matter. Join me every week to get information on activities and issues that impact the lives of older adults and their families. That's Seniors Matter every week on Rainier Avenue Radio.
We must all remain committed to slow the spread of coronavirus, taking care of ourselves and not putting others in harm's way, especially those already at high risk of getting seriously ill, including people over 65 or those with underlying medical conditions. If you must be out, avoid crowded areas, stay 6 feet or 2 arm lengths away from others, and wear a face covering. Wash hands frequently with soap and water for 20 seconds, especially after being in public spaces. Avoid touching your face, cough or sneeze in a tissue, then throw it away. Disinfect frequently, touch objects, and if you have symptoms of fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going to their office. Slowing coronavirus means taking care of ourselves while also protecting others. Even if you're not at high risk, these steps should be taken to help slow the spread of coronavirus. We are all in this together.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, and on Twitter at Rainier Ave Radio.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo.
And your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself.
Here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio.
Every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG.
Cliche, hating on the man these days, and I don't need to rebate. Start the party like DJs, and I'ma let the beat break. Watch it do whatever we say. Beats in the live is dope. Beats in the live is dope. I hit him hard like a heart attack. I keep it fresh off the bargain rack. The one that your dog keep on barking at. When I roll into town on a Urta cat, looking like some kind of hearty snack. I can hit you with bars at a party rap. Better give it all the rest like it's cardiac. I take this serious, it ain't a joke to me. Stakes is high like cows smoking weed. Too compulsive, blame the OCD. Set the mood, I ain't talking Jodeci. I've been to the heavens, I've been through the highs and I've been through the lows. Class of master ace back to crash the play. Stats and accolades, what you ain't know, bro? Turn it up, put the pedal to the metal, kid, hurry up. Drop this in the mix and stir it up. Old school in this bitch, they never heard of us. 25 in the game like a murderous. Gotta give it to me straight, ain't no curving us. No cap, dope rap, every verse a bust. But can he do it all again? Sure enough. Oh, it's such a cliche. Hating on the man these days, and I don't need to rebate. Sure enough. Start the party like DJs, and I'ma let the beat break. Watch it do whatever we say.
Beats in the live of dope. Beats in the live of dope.
Everybody knows I've been around, putting these rap dudes in the ground. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today, so I can break full, no spin around. No windmills, no headspins. Tight with the flow like best friends. It's funny when the pawns start coming for the king. That's when the silly game of chess ends. I'ma clear the board like a reset. Ride bass, all I want is respect. A slick brother that can easy out Fox shit. Word to Sean Price in the D-Seps. I can transform like Voltron, and I got a will that's so strong. I'ma make sure that they see the real me on every platform that I post on. Y'all about looks and appearances, but that shit's for the weak-minded. Posting up pics of your fake fun, well y'all doing that, we grinding. I can break it down to the white meat. All I really need is the right beat. Word in my name, I'ma put them all ashamed. Be a pain in the ass like a body seat.
Turn it up, put the pedal to the metal, kid, hurry up. Drop this in the mix and stir it up. Old school in this bitch, ever heard of us? 25 in the game like a murderers. Gotta give it to me straight, ain't no curving us. No cap, dope rap, every verse a bust. But can you do it all again? Sure enough.
Oh, it's such a cliche. Hating on the man these days, and I don't need to rebate.
Sure enough.
Start the party like DJs, and I'ma let the beat break. Watch them do whatever we say.
Beats in the live of dope. Beats in the live of dope.
Yeah, man. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. Always hosted by the Juice Pack, including myself, D Money,
Pint Size Patron,
IDYourself, you heard?
and OG Mambo, who will be joining us in a minute. But how about that opening cut, man, that we opened up with the program with?
I love it, man.
Classified. You had Master Ace on there, and then former guest of the show, Lavender, man.
Lavender. Shout out to Lavender.
Yeah, man.
Former guest of the show.
Some Nova Scotia rappers on there, man.
They actually put me on. I didn't really know about all those people. That was live. I didn't really know about all those rappers, so I started looking them up while I was listening. It was dope.
Man, and as always, we got guests, as we always do. This program right here, you get to hear new hip-hop, new R&B. We interview artists, of course, and we usually bring on two. And there's actually tonight it's technically three, because if you look right here, we got Sam Lachow coming back. This is really dope, man. He's starting off the year just single after single. Man, the man is building. His sound is dope as it's ever been. We got battle rapper Certs joining us, man. And then we'll also have a pop-in from 60 East, who will be performing a show at the Funhouse tomorrow with Afro. So I believe Seven to Panther and Ready Run Beats will be on that bill as well. So yeah, big show. Lots of fun coming at you. Follow all of our platforms as always. Facebook group. There you go, facebook.com/group/freshjuicemedia. If you comment while you're watching from there, it might show up as Facebook user unless you register your name under StreamYard.com/Facebook. That way we can properly shout you out, give you the proper props. Also follow us on our IG, X, and Twitter accounts at Fresh Juice Media. On X and Twitter, we actually live tweet the playlist, tag the artists so you can learn more about them. And of course, as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@FreshJuiceMedia. You got live shows every week, but you don't even have to watch them live. You can watch them whenever you want throughout the week.
That's what I do.
But right there, just like that.
Let's go.
And as well as daily clips as well. So for the quicker attention spans, if you will. We'll keep involved in the comments. We'll be watching those as well. Solomon Prince already tapped in right there to the Black Nova Scotians. We got the Weed Man checking in already.
Yeah.
And Mike Masters Alliance brought here by Certs. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I'm loving the energy. And it's time to bring in our guests, man. So I think we'll start in studio first. So without no further ado, making his first appearance on Fresh Juice for the first time, it's a battle rapper, man. He goes by the name of Certs.
Yo. What up?
What's good?
Hello.
What's good, Certs?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling great. I got my pineapple juice. I slammed my Red Bull so I can stay awake this late. And I'm feeling good.
It's party time.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me on, man.
All right, man. And making his return to Fresh Juice. We've had him on a couple of times. Every time, lively, spirited, good conversation. This first new album, goes all the way back to Brand New Bike, man, and working with all some of the hottest people in Seattle. And the singles this year just make us really excited what's to come. Let's bring in our guy, Sam Lachow.
Yo.
Hi, dudes. Cheers.
Man, I saw the straw there, and I thought it might have been the single cover for I Might for a second. But anyway.
I know. Yeah, I can't find that. That's somewhere. Yo, real quick, is there a way to share the Instagram live? Like collab with you on it?
It's a good question.
Not exactly sure on that one, man.
I don't mean to throw a wrench in the whole interview.
I was going to. You got a screen record. No, I don't know.
But man, great show coming at you. OG Mambo's on his way. But right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at 1 year ago on Fresh Juice. We had let's see, who did we have? We had Be Awake. And we have McKeon joining us from Jamaica. But Be Awake told us a really cool story about how he found out about COVID-19 and where he was. So here's that clip for you real quick from 1 year ago.
We were sitting on a catamaran, bro. One of the craziest trips I've ever taken in my life. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and we were out, and I remember sitting at the table, yo, you heard about this coronavirus, man. I went on this trip, and, like, all this happened, right? And I remember we were sitting around like, oh, man, it's probably going to be like SARS or whatever. I remember I had this feeling, though. Like, I was like, this could be different, though. It sounds a little more serious. What we flew to LA, and then I was supposed to go from LA back to Seattle, and we were in customs, right? And this was the last day that they were letting anybody in from China, like before they shut everything down. So I'm in this customs line with like people straight from Wuhan. I don't know what this is yet. You know what I'm saying? So I had no idea what some of my people got on their flight because I had the flight, but I got stuck in the slow line. And so I ended up getting stuck there for like 2.5 hours, missed my flight. Luckily, my little sister lives in LA, like in Hollywood. So she came and swooped me. Bro, we watched the Super Bowl, then I shut down right after. And then everything, it was a wrap. It looked like, zombie apocalypse after that. No, there was no cars anywhere.
From the French Polynesia to total lockdown. Oh, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh, man. How about before we get to our game show, we want to ask both y'all, where were you when you found out about COVID-19 for the first time? Why don't you tell us first, Sam? Where were you, man?
Where was I? Man, I mean, I don't wasn't it like a slow burn kind of thing? I don't remember like when I first heard about the thing, but I remember when I had a tour scheduled and it was like, COVID started and the tour was like a month away and we were still hopeful that the tour might happen because we had no idea what was coming. So we were like, and then artists started posting on their Instagrams like, we're so sorry that, they can't do the tour. And then I remember when it was official that the tour was canceled. And I was bummed, but also like kind of hyped because it was about to be a lot of work.
I know, right? And Certs, man, where were you when you found out about COVID-19, man?
I was in Eastern Washington. I had just moved into a house, and this was like December 2019. We're like, all right, it's gonna be a new area, new chances, new opportunities, and everything was still in full swing. And we were looking forward to what was happening for just the music the music stuff, the battle stuff up in spring, and just everything just came to a screeching halt. We're just like, well, I guess that's that.
Dang, bro.
Oh my God, man.
Dang.
All right, let's get into our favorite game show. I know ID's ready for this, man. So
let's go, baby.
Let's play Take Yo Pick. All right, man. Really easy to play. We give you two different options. You just choose one of them. All right. And we want you all to get involved in the comments, of course. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, X, Instagram, all the platforms that we're on. And we will choose our favorite commenter and celebrate it on the following episodes. Without no further ado, let's take a look at last week's winner. KJ Grand. He said, "Can that one ear be placed on the back of my head, or can the one eye in the middle of my face?" The question was, have one ear or one eye. So there you go. KJ going all off wall with it, man.
That's
KJ
funny.
taking the standings.
Yeah, he was going for like a month straight at one point.
Oh man! All right.
I'm a little sick, just so you know.
All right. Yeah.
You'll be
Bless
all right,
you.
brother.
Bless you, man.
Get well soon.
Let's
Thank
do
you.
some fresh ones. Here we go. Take your pick. Here's your first one. You win 25 grand, or your best friend wins 100 grand.
Don't be betting on his best friendship like that.
Is my best friend being annoying that day?
You feel me? Like,
Does it matter?
how are you gonna bet on his
Does
friendship?
it matter?
100 grand is life changing.
It's gonna matter, D Money. What are you talking about?
Okay. Well,
25.
here's the better question.
That's good for a week.
Will he know that I chose him? If so, then I get to rub it in his face because I'm thinking of who it is. Then definitely him, and I'll make him give me 25 of it.
Okay. solid stand up.
I like the answer. I like the answer. How you doing this one, Certs, man?
I'm giving 100 grand to a friend because if you're asking him the same question, he'll give 100 grand to me, and then we'll both be rich.
Hey,
I'm gonna give it to a friend, man.
That's what I meant.
It just stretches further.
Yeah.
The 25.
Speaking of stretching,
oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with the 25 and make that stretch to 100 on my own way. You dig?
Oh,
can dig it.
He's keeping it in the house. Okay.
Hey, man. Look.
He's gonna bet it on the slot.
JJ said, "You'll be in my prayers." He said, "I'm going to take the 25K and hope the friend get the 100."
I know, right? That's crazy, man.
We both gonna get 100. Watch.
OG,
I'll pray for you.
OG says he's keeping the money.
He's keeping the
I
money.
expected that. We should be
Yeah,
getting
see,
the
me and
deal.
OG know we could do way more with 25 than betting on somebody doing something nice with 100.
And Solomon says he's giving it to a friend. That's the Christ way. Okay.
Yo, why is not the world like this now? Then why y'all talking about what?
What about that second part? Then ask him for half.
Okay, look. Now see, look. That's like when you win the lotto, but you really didn't win all that money.
Oh, and now mom's a psych. I'm gonna give it to my best friend. Now we both got it. Okay, all right, but we're sharing now. Okay.
All right, Mambo.
Yeah, man. All right, let's move on to our next one. Here we go. Take your pick. Be in the history books for something terrible, or be forgotten after you die.
Be forgotten after I die. I'll be dead. I don't give a shit.
No, right? I'm on the same line as Sam, man. I'm okay being forgotten.
Yeah, I'd rather be forgotten.
Forget me.
You care about your legacy.
Nah, bump that, yo. I want to be known for being the only dude that got away with saying the word bomb in every airport in America. All right. You heard me.
I can't imagine that going well.
Pray for me. You say you're gonna pray for me, right?
It's a whole nother bomb squad.
I know. Eventually, that's gonna go south for you.
That's gonna blow up.
They're gonna be waiting for me at the last one. They'll be like, "Here he comes, bro. Y'all better get ready."
It's the guy right there. It's the guy right there. He's gonna say it.
He got the same outfit on. Oh shoot.
Oh man, yeah, Solomon's right though, man. People are forgotten every day, man. Which is also a sad thing. But Certs, man,
be forgotten.
Be forgotten. Okay, clear across the board there. Okay, there we go. All right, let's move on to the next one here. Take your pick.
Yeah.
Travel the world for free for a year, or $50,000 to spend on whatever that you want.
I'm gonna take the 50,000. I made it back, and my man got the 100. So together we 50 strong.
They're making so much fake money.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take that.
What you doing, sir? Oh, sorry.
No. So wait, so the travel is free, you said?
Yeah, you get 1 year free travel.
Food and hotels?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah,
I'm taking the travel.
Imaginary.
Why not?
He's spending imaginary anyway.
I'm taking the travel.
Taking the
Spend that
travel.
Monopoly money the right way.
Yeah. If it's all expenses paid, I'm definitely taking the travel for free.
Okay. Solomon says, does the whole family get to travel with you or by yourself? That's too easy, man. Nah, the family doesn't get to travel with you.
He said,
some of the most lit places you might not want to bring the family. So it's like
I'm not taking
it's
anybody.
dangerous.
And the weed man's also traveling the world. There we go. Think all things I can learn and acquire. Yep. All the places.
That's what books are for.
Too. But I'm with Sam and Certs, man. Definitely, I'm traveling the world. I mean, just like that 1 year would just be crazy, man. Just a dope experience. I mean, obviously it's limited. It will end. And 50 grand, that does have potential. You can take it in a different direction, but
you'll be broke the whole time.
That's
be overseas with no overseas money.
That's for free. That's what it says. So I'm just saying.
No, touche. I think the room and board and the food would be dope. I just, you can want to go shopping, kick it.
What's Terrell hating on 50 grand for? I think that's a lot of money, man. All right, let's get to the next one. Here we go. Take your pick. Be alone all your life, or
Lord have mercy.
always be surrounded by really annoying people.
Lord have mercy.
It's kind of a tough one.
I know both really have huge drawbacks.
Alone all your life sounds sad.
It really does.
I feel like if I had enough meditation in my life, I could deal with annoying people.
Yeah, I'm taking annoying people, I think.
Yeah, because I could just take that and really decompress later on and be all right.
JJ Grant ain't had no F's about it, man. He's just like, no.
Always around annoying people, though. Like
Always.
if you're at work or you're at home, you got an annoying roommate or family member.
24/7, you got someone annoying around you, man.
So you never really get a chance to decompress. And
some people are annoyed by everybody.
Yeah, facts, bro.
You be annoyed by yourself when you're alone.
They be having 9-to-5 jobs.
What did Mambo say here? I'd rather the choice of being alone, not being forced. I'll take annoying people and be alone when I need to be. Okay. And Wee Man says I'd rather be a ghost.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm a ghost.
Ghost on them.
Oh man, I don't know. I think I got to side with JJ Grand on this one.
Oh my goodness.
I might have to choose to be alone, man. I don't know about annoying people 20.
Bro, you're so introverted. That was the saddest answer. That was the saddest answer I've ever heard in my life, bro. You're so introverted.
I might be, man. I might
more
be.
Mercy.
All right, I think we got one more for our take your pick for tonight. So here we go. Take your pick. Perform in London or perform in Paris?
Perfume in
perform.
Did you just say perfume?
London or Paris? Where would you rather perform?
Don't care.
London down.
Yeah, I'd say London.
Across the pond.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never been to London. I've been to Paris.
Oh yeah.
Been to Paris, never been to London. I
What
want
was
to go.
Paris like for you?
The waiters were dicks. The wine was good. The bread was amazing. I loved it. And yeah,
I was born in Germany, and I can tell you for sure the bread was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That German bread, man.
No, it's just fresh out there. Shout out to Franz, but
you were born in Germany?
Yeah,
shout out to Franz.
Franz. Man, I think that if this was live, I would probably choose London, but just to perform, I would go Paris.
And London, I feel like they're gonna be on that powder. They're gonna go wild.
You want to be a live show or what?
It's gonna be live.
Did we get
It's gonna be lit.
Shout out to our London listeners.
Yeah, London. I got fam close to London, so I'll pick London.
Oh wow.
Okay.
You got fans out there.
Not fan.
But that's okay. Not
Music
fan.
fan.
Music fan. Okay.
I'll probably go with Paris.
Solomon Price says who's paying the most. Okay. that might be my favorite comment of the night. So
I feel like Paris is more romantic. I could find me some fun after the show at that time out there.
I like it, man. I like it. All right. Well, thank you everybody for playing Take Your Pick. We got a lot to come on tonight's show, man. We actually got a world premiere from Sam Lachow.
Let's go.
On Friday.
True.
Certs just had a battle drop, so we'll be getting into some of that. Play a clip from that as well.
Let's go. Fresh Ink.
OG Mambo dropped an album, so we're going to play a couple tracks from that album later on in the show as well.
Forever Fresh.
Lots to come. But the first thing that's going to happen is on the other side of the break, we have a world premiere from Sam. So don't go anywhere. This is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
What's up, y'all? We live and direct with your boy, the Hospitality 206. We got Fresh Juice. We got Rainier Avenue Radio, the Juice Pack, my brothers, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Stay tuned.
He's the one take Jake.
Support for Rainier Avenue Radio comes from Cascade PBS, presenting season 2 of Out and Back with Allison Mariella Desir. Join Allison as she explores the Pacific Northwest with changemakers who are reclaiming space in the outdoors and creating opportunities for local BIPOC communities to engage with nature and find joy and healing. It's available now on Cascade PBS app and airing on KCTS 9 Thursdays at 8:50 p.m.
1, 2, get down! What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Maraire, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Metro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
You probably have questions about COVID vaccines. Here are some answers about how they're being made.
How are COVID vaccines being produced faster?
Usually, vaccine testing and production are separate steps. But because of the pandemic, vaccines are being developed on parallel tracks. So both steps are happening just at the same time.
How are the vaccines being tested?
Right now, several different COVID vaccines are in testing. Each go through multiple clinical trials with up to thousands of volunteers.
How do vaccines get approved?
Not all COVID vaccine versions will make it to the final stages of testing and approval. Produced vaccines that do not pass clinical trials will be destroyed. But for those that do pass, a team of medical experts will examine test results and possible side effects. If the vaccine is effective and safe, it gets approved and gets to you. Go to covidvaccinewa.org to learn more. A message from the state of Washington.
It's Swisher Sleep. What's up, Swish Pack? We in here with the Fresh Juice down here at Rainier Avenue Radio. I'm in here with the Juice Pack. D-Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Damn, let's go.
I count every day.
8th grade, I made a dumb move. Some dude tried to hate and I gave him the 1-2. Analyze stuff I said, and now it's me, a little crib and a pup called this. So for now I'm about to kick it, for now I'm about to chill. I've been weaning off the pills, now I'm weaning off the liquor. Here I go again, ducking up from authority. Rapping is my job, sobriety's a priority. Sammy loves carbs, carbs. Fettuccine carbonara, nar. Show him up, that part when somebody try to say the same, the chat got bars. I'm so well made and well paid. Little party, yet a lot of hell raised. Self-made since 12th grade, and I never had to move to LA. Shut up.
Is it not enough? Don't wanna fall. Can't do it on my own. Is it not enough? Don't wanna fall.
I count every day.
Is it performative? Of course it is. I'm over you, I'm over that, I'm over this. Got a warrant, haven't been to Florida since. So now I get my oranges and poured it in. For the win. The sort of shit they caught me at the border with. In every crevice, a crack, and no orifice. I sorta didn't, then again I sorta did. I don't know. Maybe this is where the plot thickens. Rock bottom is when you decide to stop digging. I can hear the timer on the clock ticking. When I'm gone, then baby, play this song for them. Wake me when October ends. Take me way back home again. Say hello and hey, we'll maybe still be sober then.
Is it not enough? Don't wanna fall. Can't do it on my own. Is it not enough? Don't wanna fall.
I count every day.
If you wanna bounce to it, you better bounce to it. Turn it up and let the 808 pound to it. Get loud, show them how you get down to it. And say set, and what Emcee Lachow to me.
Bounce to it, you better bounce to it. Turn it up and let the 808 pound to it. Get loud, show them how you get down to it. And say set, and what Emcee Lachow to me.
Oh, there we go. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio world premiere.
Oh man,
Lucky. I Sam Lachow.
that make you want to go bowling,
Man, make me want to punch somebody.
Strike out. You know what I mean?
Was that a slap or what?
Yeah.
Man.
That was
Yeah.
good, bro.
Thank
You know
you.
what I like about it is when they do have a dope record and you really want to know who the singer is, but they don't put it in the title. I love that.
I said the same thing. I said, who is singing right now?
I love that. I love the mystery, yo. It reeled me right on in. I'm like, oh, I don't even know who it is.
Who was singing?
It was a chopped up sample that I pitched up and rearranged from a sample pack, like a legal
It's crazy
sample
you
pack
said
kind of thing.
that. I was gonna say it's like Anderson .Paak on helium. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That I was looking
That's
for that
crazy because
sound.
I was like, that sounds.
Yeah.
You put an effect on it.
And then the beat was made by me and Antoine Vincent. Twan is like, I'm doing a whole project with him. I'm really excited about that song. It comes out in a couple days.
Fresh, man.
Man,
Video with it.
Oh yeah, man. For a while, I kind of decided to stop doing videos because they're expensive and like I don't know. Everyone's looking at reels and TikToks these days. You know what I'm saying? But like, but recently I'm like, wait, how about I just do cheap videos, simple videos, just me performing it? Like that's what my fans want to see anyway. So I'm gonna keep the videos coming back, man, and definitely for this song. This one needs it.
I love it.
Definitely deserving of some video, man.
Appreciate that.
What made you want to like mix the what do you call it? Like the lo-fi vibe with the club vibe.
I'm all about. I like when you listen to one of my records for you to have no idea what's gonna come next. I like.
Yeah, because I really like was sunken in my chair, like, oh man, the vibe, and then it was like, oh, the vibe.
Yeah, no, I wanted to be like, oh, okay, this is slapping, and then all of a sudden you realize you're hearing some art, you're hearing something new, and it also just excites me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like something sad. You know, I don't. My beats are never one loop throughout the song. You know, I like to switch it up. I like to keep them on their toes.
Yeah, the change-ups were very nice, very sharp, very well written.
Thanks, man. I can't hear him. Uh-oh.
Okay. Can't hear you still. There you go.
What about the album, man? What can you tell us?
Album. So this is the first reveal of the title ever. The album is called The Left-Handed Bandit.
The Left-Handed Bandit.
Okay.
That's my latest.
Is that a theme with the left stuff, or are you left?
Yeah, just a little. I don't know. I used to get in a lot of fights and I lost most of them, but I would win some just because I was left-handed and I was kind of known for that. Because when you're a lefty, it's a lot easier. And that's just sort of my alter ego for this project. And basically, my last project was very like serious and deep and melancholy, and this one is just slapper after slapper. And that's like I'm just having fun with this one, you know. And the whole thing is pretty much going to be me and Antoine. He does. Wow. He produces for Gifted Gab, a whole bunch of people. But yeah, we decided because we made I Might, then Downfall, then this one, and we were like, yo, I feel like we're making it a project. And then, you know, it came naturally.
So really, it was in progression of how it was made. The singles have been released in that order, or do you have other material that also got made in that same time frame?
Yeah, so I had finished like 4 or 5 months before releasing it, because I made that song in like a day. But now it's fun because I stupidly told everyone that I'm gonna start dropping a new record every 4 weeks, and I only had one song ready. So like, but I work well on a deadline, and it's kind of nice because now when I put out these songs, they're still new for me too. Usually when I used to put out songs, I have to pretend that I still like them, but I don't like them anymore.
This is kind of a freestyle question based on what you said, but like, since it came so naturally, are you naturally in the mind space of features, or are you just going to kind of let the ball run and be kind of like an autopilot until you're done?
Features, what do you mean by that?
Like, are you wanting this to kind of just sound like you and Twan only, or are you?
That's a good question. Because that was the idea, because if you know my catalog at all my albums have so many features. I'm very into collaboration, and I thought it'd be kind of tight if this was my first one that's just like me. But and it might be that, but like, I would never, if I think a song would be better by having someone dope on the second verse, I'm never gonna like sacrifice the quality of a song just because I want to be on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Right. Solo other than hooks, because I believe Gravy Day was on Downfall.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have some singers, and Gravy Day helps me with every song. Yeah, that's my manager too.
Oh, word. Okay.
She was my manager. She was my manager. Didn't even know she could sing.
But how did you find out about that?
We were in the studio, and she was like, or you could do it like this, and like did a little riff, and I was like, what the? I can't. Whew, caught myself. I was like, what the heck?
Could you put a quick Christina Aguilera real quick?
What's that? What did she curse somewhere? Oh no, she did. Yeah. With like a Mariah, and yeah, and then I like got her in the booth that day just to like layer some stuff, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I have a manager that also can add to my music.
That's dope, man.
A lot of times I find myself hearing like samples of words and people's beats, and like I gotta either like get the beat remade or get a different beat and drum. Like I need like that little clip of a woman saying something that's hard to find. Just a chick randomly just, hey, I need you to say these words real quick or sing this real quick. It's really, really clutch.
Oh, if you want her info, she got you. We got.
I'll definitely tap in with you, bro. That's
yep.
Nice. That's dope, man. So it wasn't difficult to get her to start recording, like, or was it?
No, she comes from a theater background. So she's ready to go. But what's cool too is that she's down to be like background if I need her to sing a full hook. Like I have a song called Moonlight, and she does the full hook. It's just her. She'll do that too.
Oh wow, okay, nice, man.
That speaks a lot about relationships, man. Like that's your man. That's somebody that's already got a ride for you. So
yeah, for sure. And like my music doing well it means she's doing well.
How long have you guys known each other?
Not that long. She moved here. I wish she was in the room right now to hear all this.
I know, right? She's getting some love.
She's taking my dog for a walk right now. She's
it's a manager.
She even walks the dog too, man.
Sing the hook.
She applied. I posted like I was looking for an intern, and she applied, and this is kind of flagrant, but she came over with like a hella professional with like a, what's it called? A resume? I don't even know. I never had a job before, so I don't know the names of things. This was back when I was like just a complete addict, so she comes in, and I'm like, how you doing? Do you want a drink, like a line of cocaine or anything? Can I get you anything?
Right.
Like so casually. She was like, oh, who is this maniac? But then it just worked out.
And that's dope, man. Mambo's here. Let's bring Mambo in. There we go. Mambo. There we go.
My man, $100 grand.
Maybe not. Okay. I thought I might do that, but anyway. Speaking of relationships, man. Just this dog has been in like videos of yours. You heavily featured it in your music, man. Devin, man, where'd you pick him up? Let's talk about this relationship, man.
You had dogs since it was a puppy?
Yeah, so pretty funny story, I guess. My ex-girlfriend got him for me as a surprise, a Christmas gift.
Okay.
And her and I are cool now. We weren't cool for a while, but I recently made amends to her. We're good. But we were in a big fight.
Good catches, man.
maybe what?
Good catches.
Yeah, thank you. I'm impressed. I'm impressed myself. We got in a big fight like a week before Christmas, huge fight, and we're like in different rooms, and she's crying, and she goes, "And I got you a dog for Christmas." And I was all mad, but then I like look over, I'm like, let me see. And that night we went and picked him up in Spokane, and yeah, it was my first dog. I wanted a dog my entire life growing up, but like we were poor. We were moving from apartment to apartment, just didn't work. I didn't understand why we couldn't have one. I was pissed, but it makes sense now.
Right.
But yeah, my first dog, and he is just, in this time of my life, I needed him so bad, and he is the best.
Man, how old is he now?
5.
He's 5 years old, man.
Wow. I got my dog when she was like 3, 4, 6 weeks old, and she's a year now. Yeah, man. That's like dog level.
I've been trying to get D Money to change his name to Cat Danny.
I know, because it's kind of a similar story to Sam on like how I got my cat, because she's going to be like 4 in a couple of months here. So, and just that whole thing, first cat ever, and just how that relationship has just been so strong for me. So, yeah, and I can see how Devin has been for you. Like, just that bond is like really, really strong.
And like I'm sure Sam can understand, like audio engineering, recording. You need you're sitting in the studio for like weeks at a time. You need a freaking companion.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but also I work from home for the most part. So I'm with him like 24/7. And I run him like 3 times a day, and we have a park not far from my crib. And that keeps me moving, and I need to be going on walks all the time for my depression and stuff. And that just, when you're stuck in the house too long, and it's just, it can get to you. But I can't do that because of him,
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try Mambo again. It looks like he's here, so I'm gonna give it another shot. Mambo.
My man sound. You sound like R2D2.
All right, let's see if that's fixed. Mambo. Nah, you definitely sounded all robotic and ish. So, yeah, okay. Let's go back to the conversation. There we go. So, what was about this? We got a comment here about. Let's see. Someone wanted to know if the entire project is mixed and mastered by D Sane.
Is that D Sane that wants to know?
No, that's Solomon.
That would be some. Oh, what up, Solomon? That would be something that D Sane would do, though. Just to get me to say
it would.
But I like picking one person for each project, sort of, and I like switching it up project to project for the most part. And when it comes to wanting something to slap, when you want the 808s and the kicks and the snares to just work in any car you're in, D Sane is the man, and that's what I wanted for this project. I wanted that crisp, slappity dappity, and I haven't worked with him since we made Brand New Bike together, my first project, and him and I have a love-hate relationship. Like, we get in a screaming match almost every session, and then and then hug when I leave.
And hug when you leave. That's dope, man. D Sane actually did make a comment. He said, "I'm always surrounded by annoying people like Sam Lachow." That's a callback to the Take Your Pick. Yeah,
exactly.
It's a return fire.
Where do you do most of your writing?
So the way I write,
if you had to divide like a pie, and you divide the pie, and like 80% was or 70% was one location, where would it be?
Good question.
are you talking about like pen and pad phone or like where I'm
Pen
sitting?
pad, phone. Yeah. Let's leave it at pen pad phone.
So okay, good question. Lately, how I write is I listen to a beat and I record myself freestyling gibberish on it for a long time and just trying to find the dopest flows possible. And I'll do scratch flows for like 6 minutes or something, and listen to that. Pick the ones that worked. Most of them don't at all, and then I'll drive sort of and try to think of lyrics to fit it. And I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't drive and do this, but I do it in my my notes.
That's funny. I used to like in that way. I used to kind of try to think of punchlines backwards. Like I would think of the simile or metaphor, just this like this, and then I would try to write a bar before it after figuring out the simile of the metaphor. But I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah, and I've always just been, because I'm a producer, I've been flow over lyrics. Like, I mean, if the lyrics are hugely important, but like the flow for me comes first. It's got to sound crazy.
I feel like the flow is just as important as like the beat. Like if it can't bounce and you're not bouncing the right way with the beat, it's just not. It's like double dutch, man, and you're hitting the chords every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
the flow and the beat is like the beat.
Yeah, like I use you got to use your voice as an instrument. It's part of the song. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's why I've always been like, I'm Biggie over Pac. Like I'm a flow guy.
Now you started a debate.
No, I didn't mean to. Never mind. Anyway.
Don't get ID started, man.
I need to relax. It's okay. It's all right.
I haven't heard
I'm
that.
gonna smoke. It's okay.
But why don't we see if Mambo's come back from the robot apocalypse? Mambo.
What up?
Yeah!
Loud and clear.
He's back, yo.
There he is.
What's your top 5, Sam?
Dead or alive, dead or alive.
Top 5 dead or alive that isn't like boring and generic, I guess, is going to be DMX, Andre 3000, Cameron, let's go Devin the Dude. Let's go Andre Nicotina.
Yo, when you said Cameron, it reminded me a lot of the record that you played because it was just so fun, like some stuff I'd see Cameron doing.
Definitely. Yeah, the beat sounded like some DMX stuff too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
When you're creating now, do you ever feel constrained by your past successes? Like you're ever trying to emulate sounds that you have, or trying to steer clear of sounds for your creative sense, even though your audience may want more of it? Do you ever have a difficulty in that range or that realm?
Another great question. You guys are hit. Oh, I think my dog's here. But short answer, no. But it's funny because like when my fans start saying that they want me to sound more like my old stuff, out of spite, I decide I'd start wanting to make just the most different stuff ever,
obscure as you can.
Do you listen to mainstream music at all, or do you listen?
Because I'm like, it's not your choice, man. I'm making what I make. What does Jay-Z say? You want my old stuff? Buy my old albums.
Do you get influenced by mainstream music, or do you mainly listen to yourself in beats?
I get influenced by all sorts of things. Mainstream, I like pop music. Like even like I heard a Taylor Swift song recently that there's something about the chord progression. I was like, I could flip that into something wild. Where's Dev? Devi, come here. I can, sometimes I'll just Devi, come here. Good boy. Here's my dog.
Oh, right on command. Look at that. Oh.
Hey, how would you say your sobriety has played into the augmentation of your sound sonically? Do you feel like that affects you tapping into that old Sammy when you're creating, and you feel like some of the old lyrics and content and even sonically that pocket is correlated with those memories at all?
I mean, oh man, I could go on and on about that. My struggles with that, they still go on today, 1,000%. And like, it's part of who I am. And it's just such a big part of my life. It's going to make its way into music. What I will say is, sober Sam is just better, which I never thought was true. I always thought I needed that stuff to like be, deep and tortured artist, like I romanticized it, and it was all BS. I guess the one thing that was really challenging when I started in sobriety and had to learn how to write again, and it was a lot harder to get myself started, because I used to just like, have a drink, do a line of cocaine, and then I'm writing,
ready to go, right?
Yeah, or like some Adderall or whatever it is, and just go. And now it's different. I got to I got to start. I just got to start writing rough drafts, let it suck, and then eventually it turns into something, But the spark always comes. So, yeah. For anyone that thinks they need substances to make good music, you don't.
Yeah. Facts for real, man.
Man, that's powerful, bro.
Mm-hmm. What are some healthy things you need to write music?
How
walking?
How influential was the scene at that time for even one just kicking it in general and sonically? Because I mean, not for nothing, your run, your initiation into the whole game came at a pretty pivotal time, and I like to consider a historical time in Seattle history, and you're definitely a big part of that. So how influential was all of that the whole lifestyle of it? Were you able to kind of grasp it in that moment, or is it something that kind of hits retrospectively?
So yeah, like one of the things I'm most proud of in my because these days I'm still I live in Seattle and everything, but it's I'm older now. I'm not kicking it with all of these my posse like I used to be and stuff like that. It's not as much. I work with people that don't live in Seattle. It's less a Seattle thing in a way. But the most proud I am of that time when it was like a real Seattle scene that was the Young Seattle records I did. Because I felt like they brought people together in a cool way, and they're going to be there forever, and it kind of represents a cool time in a lot of our lives. And then also, I was very influenced by the amount that we partied can you say the A word? We partied a lot.
A lot.
So, yeah. Me and Mambo partied.
Right.
And it was different. Like I would just have house parties and have the mic set up just like and invite people that could like play instruments and just
that's wild, man.
And I was also like hanging out with people like Nacho Picasso and
his
yeah, and his raps were very flagrant and so some of my during that period, if I listen to some of my raps and I'm like, wow, I was talking about reckless stuff. I was like, I was a crazy man. But
but that time period though, I feel like it's so important and powerful, because it's something that I think our current generation of creatives that's coming up could emulate, not so much sonically, but that essence of community, even though there was a bit of toxicity immersed within it though.
Yeah.
But you had, just like you said, you could walk in a room and I'm in there, you're in there, Steez is in there, Gab, Skis is in there, Nacho. We got like all these different worlds of Sonic, from a backpack rap to I kick it at the college, the person who was down on their luck to I'm balling out with a bunch of chains, super gangsted out drug dealer.
Yeah.
All lived in the same space though, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was the power of the whole scene, I guess you could say, because that's kind of what's missing now is we still have all these relevant pockets, but we don't have as much of a unification. Like you said with that, the Young Seattles was building a crazy bridge, man.
Absolutely, man. I would be in a studio session. It'd be me, like B Skis, who's from Valley Hood, Piru, someone from a singer from the South End, and then like a jazz trumpet player that went to Juilliard, all in the same room, like people that wouldn't normally mix, making cool ass stuff together, man. It was beautiful.
Man, I think we got time for like one more question before we get a little pop-in interview real quick. But I kind of wanted to tackle this, man, because you used to be with Black Umbrella, man, and with Raz, Simone, and stuff like that. I don't know about the fallout about that, or what was your take on the entire situation? If you're
gonna try to answer this without talking like about anyone else, because I can talk about myself.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
But what happened with me, that was, I mean, to be honest, that whole time period was very, very difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all going nuts, right? There was Chaz, Chop, COVID, everything at the same time. People were losing their minds. And Raz, I don't want to speak for anyone, but
sure, yeah.
I didn't defend him in any way, and I also didn't do what all of these quote unquote, like for lack of a better word, like kind of mobbish woke people. People wanted me to speak out against him, and I didn't do that either. So I just had both sides: him upset, mad, them thinking I'm not an ally, and them mad, and it was just a lot. And I was also deep into addiction, and I was spiraling. And I've made peace with a lot of that, but it was a hard time.
Wow.
And yeah, I hope one day,
Did you guys get to have an in-depth conversation, or was it kind of you just followed the trajectory or where things were going as they naturally kind of separated?
We had a lot of conversations during it, but it was mostly me being like, "Stop going there."
Right.
Please. And then you would be like, I promise. Then I'd turn on CNN, and there he is.
Man, rest in peace, my brother Suave. One of the first and most memorable times I was at Nectar, we came to watch y'all rock in a sold out house building. So I already know that there's like depth in the relationship beyond label deals and whatever the case may be. So.
Yeah, and I was never signed. Black Umbrella was something that him and I started together, and then there was never any signed anything, but then it started turning into something that I didn't feel as much was my vision, and I kind of
that makes sense.
Apart. Yeah.
D-Money brought the heavy question.
I want to say thank you to you, Sam, for being candid about that. You could have refused the question. You could have, passed it on. We would have respected you for that.
Absolutely, and I'm sure with time I'll get into more detail.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have
all right?
Go ahead.
We gotta jump to our next segment, man. First off, birthdays, and then we got a surprise guest in real quick. But right now, birthdays, celebrate those real quick. Pass two. Happy birthday, all of them right there.
Oh, sorry.
Any other birthdays?
Shout out to Lace, man.
Shout out to
Lace,
Goodman.
yes. No. Also, Orange Goodman, former guest of the show. Sam went. There we go. What were you saying, Sam?
About what? My bad.
Yeah, your mouth was moving, but you were muted, so I don't know.
I was talking to someone in the other room.
Oh, word. Okay.
It's with intent, D-Money. You're exposing his play.
Shouts out to Shay TV. Okay, we see you, Paul.
Shay.
Any other birthdays to shout out before we get to this quick little drop in? Okay, all right. So tomorrow, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, Afro and 60 East will be playing the Funhouse tomorrow, man. So here to talk about it, we got 60 East.
What up?
What's good? What's going on?
Welcome to the show.
What's good, 60?
Man, I'm chilling. I was actually enjoying the show when I tuned in. I was like, oh man, you guys get some knowledge.
Appreciate you.
I gotta ask the background behind your name, man. Why not 70? Why not 50? Why we landed on 60?
So 60 East is actually a freeway that runs from LA to Riverside out here in Cali. And I grew up right off the freeway. I grew up on some graffiti shit, so we was always on the 60 freeway. Hustling too, you know what I mean? So it was just always the freeway kid was like the nickname back in the day, and it just always kind of stuck.
Man, for sure. So now you got a show tomorrow. Funhouse, Afro. What's going down, man? I love the poster too, man. You go Beavis and Butthead on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fire graphic.
Yeah, we dropped a project together last spring or last summer, and it's been gaining a lot of traction, and we've been taking the show on the road. And yeah, we're making our stop in the Northwest, and then we're gonna keep it moving, working on project number 2.
Nice. And I know we have you scheduled for a full show in the future, so obviously we'll have much time right now to get much in debt. But the show tomorrow, the Funhouse. What else can you tell us about the show?
Man, it's gonna be lit. Me and Afro have been friends for years now. We have like a catalog of music just from like me doing features for him and him doing features for me. And then now we got this project together, so we're able to like play around with it, you know what I mean? And then we both have our solo catalog. So, there'll be I'll be doing some solo stuff. We'll be doing some group stuff, and then he'll be doing some solo stuff as well.
All right, man. Well, thank you for joining us, man.
We look forward to hearing it, man.
Make sure y'all get out to the Funhouse tomorrow, man. It's going down. I believe Seven the Panther and Ready Ron are also on the bill as well. Former guests of the show. So, yeah, check it out. Tomorrow, Funhouse, 60 East, Afro. All right. We're going to keep things moving along right here as we get to our next song coming at you from Yaya Bay. This is an artist out of both Miami and New York. She got a track off of her album Tenfold, which will be dropping on May 10th. This one is called Chasing the Bus. And we'll be right back. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Let's get to know Certs, y'all. He has a battle that just dropped. Let's get into that. So keep it locked. Tell your friends. It's Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Tomorrow's coming. Today is always on our way out. I love you, baby, but it seems we've been stuck in a drought. The storm is coming, but you still somewhere having your doubts. Guess you've been waiting all the time, but you can't get your time back. You ought to remember that, for you live to regret that. How you gon' front on me? 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 I'm gonna miss you, baby. Don't wanna let you go, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go, go. I'm gonna miss you, baby. Don't wanna let you go, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go, go. You gon' front on me? How you gon' front on me? How you gon' front on me? I swear to God, you gon' feel it in your body. When I leave you behind to go and party. And when I'm out in the streets without no worry, I swear to God, you gon' be so sorry. Sorry. Then you gon' front on me. Then you gon' front on me. I guess you waiting on the time, but you can't get your time back. You ought to remember that, for you live to regret that. You gon' front on me? You gon' front on me? How you gon' front on me? How you gon' front on don't wanna let you go. I'm gonna let you go, 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 go. I'm gonna miss you, baby. I'm gonna miss you so. Don't wanna let you go. I'm gonna let you go, go, go.
What's up, y'all? It's Portia on Rainier Avenue Radio. Fresh Juice with the Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo.
I'm supposed to.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Women are not an homogenous group. We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Love food? Here's some storage tips to keep it fresh longer. Store cut fruits and vegetables in the fridge. Place in reusable containers. Keep bread in the freezer for longer storage. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
How y'all doing? It's your boy Vozy. Shout out Fresh Juice, part of Rainier Avenue Radio. Shout out the Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo. Let's get it.
Are you gonna be my downfall? Are you gonna be my downfall?
You are.
Get down on the ground, it's a stick up. Slipping in and out without a hiccup. If I could beat the buzzer, I'd reach the other side, but we out of time. Hit 'em high, hit 'em low, kill 'em all. Let 'em walk, let 'em run, let 'em fall. If I could live in the moment, I would live in the moment. All that glitters ain't gold. Like, oh, you tell me to go. I'll pack up and be gone by tomorrow. It was Black and Miles on back porches. Danny, Wendy, and Jack Torrance's last words were, I woke up in bed and I swear I hoped I was better. I wrote you a letter, I really hope that you read it. But if you never want to hear from me ever again, I totally get it, I totally get it.
Okay. Are you gonna be my downfall? Are you gonna be my downfall?
It's like, ow, what they know about Uncle Chow? I crack my knuckles and run to the mount, practically struck out and hung up the towel. Back from the dugout and doubling down. So Huckleberry's the problem now. We'll give them something to talk about. They build you up to knock you down. Talk to every cop in town. Out of sight and out of sound. I walk it out, I walk it out, I walk it out like gone, run. Birdman money, 3 minutes. Y'all finish, y'all done. Leave the dinner table till the dinner's all done. To the bottom of not thinning to hit a home run. Woo! I woke up in bed and I swear I hoped I was better. I wrote you a letter, I really hope that you read it. If you never wanna hear from me ever again, I totally get it, I totally get it.
Are you gonna be my downfall? Are you gonna be my downfall? You are you gonna be my downfall?
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. That is Sam Lachow right there. Manager,
Oh, no, 'cause I was,
Walker, and singer Gravy Day.
Yo, you're knocking him out the park today.
Dope, man. Delivery so smooth.
Thank you so
I love
much.
how you make the sample like sound like lyrics instead of a sample. You kind of make it a part of the song in a different way than most people use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one. I kind of tried to bring it back to my older, happier major chord, good vibe sound. You know.
Well, and you spoke for the people a lot when you talk about the cops and like how they just kind of, you know what I'm saying, set you up for failure and teach you American history, not world history, and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I like how dude had the MPC in the video.
No,
Then he
Antoine,
pulled the guitar out. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite part of that video is the very beginning, just when it shows us setting it up. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it I like.
Oh, for sure, man. All right, we'll put the shoe on the other foot, man. We got a battle rapper in the studio, man. Certs. And why don't we just start off the conversation by showing the clip from this battle that you just did with 1010. So here we go. Here's a clip from his battle with 1010.
I'm glad we finally got to do this. I hated to have to dodge the fade, but this ain't the tea I wanted to be seen outside with. I guess it's laundry day. I'll explain. See, around this time last year, I was in a dark spot that's stained. I mean, I was down deep, walls closing in. You'd have thought I caved. It's a cold cycle, ain't it? 1 minute you on top of wave, gain it all, and when the tide turns, watch it all wash away. Now you can shout all you want to. You can shout all you want to, but homeboy, not today. It's cut and dry how fast it's up and got folded and get put in his proper place. So casket or body bay, help me accommodate. You want the open Bible, praying hands across on top of grave. Let me guess, you got the gauge, block the cable, let the chopper spray. You brought the blade to rock and sway. That's nonsense. Hop on the fray, outbox him and land a crucial shot. Now we trying to rap and stay conscious like Yasin Bang. Boy, I see no
Woohoo! Okay, Certs. You got off on that one, man.
What?
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like some battle rappers are like low-key comedians, but the way people be clowning each other is crazy. Where you was going in.
That's a fact, man. Thank you.
What was your mind state going into that battle and preparing for 1010?
So that battle was supposed to take place over a year ago, and I had some of the material, but I ended up writing a lot more. So I knew the direction I was going to take months before that battle took place. So it was just more about expanding on.
And just to get some backstory, y'all, 1010 is probably one of the better deliverers in the Northwest. He's a big dude, and his presence is felt. He pretty much screams every bar.
Yes.
So and you tend to not scream at all.
No, it's a little more laid back approach and delivery, and sometimes it helps or hurts, kind of depending on your opponent. And T's one of those guys where you have to at least try to match his energy because he brings a lot and he brings it all. So yeah, projection, performance, that was something I was trying to focus on a little bit more on that one.
For sure.
Did good, man.
Thank you.
Terrell says laundry bars.
Yeah, the whole laundry scheme.
Yeah. So you again, you don't scream a lot in your battles, and you put more of a emphasis or a focus on the lyrics. How do you feel like the crowd reacts to that?
I think when you're in that live environment and you're in the moment, I don't think it's felt as much. When you watch enough battles, then you have a trained ear. You know what to listen for. But still, some things will go over heads, and when you focus kind of just on the writing, and it takes more than one watch to catch everything, and some things they have to be trained.
I watched a lot of battles. I feel like I think that some of that is right in the sense that like you gotta have like I agree with you. I feel like they gotta have like a sense of eeriness and like they're scary. Like it's got to be a presence for me to watch and feel through the screen. So like the way you was talking about how you're quiet and you're not loud, I like that, yo. It's kind of like when you see like a scary person in a movie walking slowly, but you know that you like no matter how fast you run, you ain't gonna get away. It's like I like that presence, how like people would be like acting like they're in a character. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
I appreciate that. And just to clarify, I don't say you have to really scream on somebody, but at the same time, you want to make sure that your voice is heard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Of course.
I agree with that.
Let's go.
Where does the name Certs come from?
So the popular opinion is I stole it from a breath mint, but that's not the case. I've heard plenty of that, but so I used to go by certified, MC certified when I was really on my backpacker-ish days.
Right.
But I think it was around like the late 2000s, like certified became kind of like the popular thing to name things. I think it was like the Jeezy or whatever with the certified. And
yeah,
I think like a David Banner album or two was called Certified.
Yeah,
you know, at the time, you know, this was back when, you know, the worst thing you could do was bite somebody. So it's like, well, you know, Certified's out there now. I can't go by Certified anymore. So I just shortened it to Certs. And it's been Certs ever since.
What's your ethnicity, man?
Ethnicity?
Yeah.
Yeah, be politically correct out here. Yeah.
African American, but I'm like
okay, because now you know you can't really just assume stuff, but
the far scale, I'm in like Pete Davidson territory, you know, as far as like
he means like he's a little bit black.
There's like Steph Curry, Terrence Howard, and then like I'm beyond that, you know.
Oh wow.
Just ultra light skin for no reason.
Are you 50-50 though?
Yes.
Yeah, watch him
Gotcha.
tan. Watch him tan.
And you rep the 206 hard, man.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
He put like 3 Y's on that.
I like the question. I do like the question actually.
Why not? It's the town. You're supposed to rep it hard.
No, but I mean, why are you proud of it so much? Like, what is it that you feel we embody, and it's something that should be stamped?
Because it's home, and it always deserves to have that spotlight, especially when it comes to music.
I feel that. That.
Do you dabble with the N-word or do you stay away from it?
Let's go there.
That's a really good question.
Yeah. It's very, very subjective with the N-word usage.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, being that you're 50-50, I mean, by technical definition, I mean, I mean, I feel like, yeah, I mean, there's validity. If I was, because I mean, if I was if I had a child in Scandinavia and he came out looking like you, like that's still my little nigga, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
So Terrell wants to speak to it. Terrell actually wants to speak to it. He says your dad is black, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you when you're writing your music, do you stay away from it, or do you or how do you deal with that situation?
I don't intentionally avoid saying it. It just never happens.
It just doesn't happen. Okay, for sure. It's not really a conscious thing. It's not really in your day-to-day vernacular, so you're not going to insert it when you start rapping.
Let him get pissed off and see what happens.
Yeah. I wasn't sure, man. That's why I had to ask. I thought maybe you were just Italian or something.
What the hell is that?
I've heard
it's really like phenotypes.
Yes.
I can only be honest. But yeah, thanks for clearing that up.
Did you grow up out here?
Yes.
Are your people from out here too?
My mother's side of the family's in.
If he said mom, I was gonna say
my mom. No, my mother's side's from Bury. My dad's side's from back east.
Gotcha.
Okay. When you say back east, what are you talking about?
Like Middletown, Cleveland.
Okay.
And you was born and raised in Seattle?
Yes.
That's dope, though. I gotta give you that. I don't know too many people born and raised out here.
Did you have a duality where you got to go back and forth between the east side and here?
No. So my dad was a lot older, and his side of the family was all older, dead. So I didn't really get out there very much. But there was a couple family members that I did get to visit.
How do you I know you collab with Lonnie Oceans and I believe like Gray Fox at some point. How do you have those connections?
The first person I met was Lonnie Oceans. Shout out to the homie Powers. He and Terrell K in the chat, they started making music together back around like that 2008, 2009 era. And I knew Powers through Terrell.
Gotcha.
And then he was also doing the battle stuff at the time. And so 4 or 5 years later, we became closer friends and visiting and bonded a little bit more. And then from that, I was introduced to QBD and Gray Fox and Tantrum and all those guys out there who were doing the battle stuff. And that's
a dope
also
scene
how
to
I got
be
into
in.
battle.
That's a dope scene to be in.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Who's on your bucket list for battles?
Bucket list?
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't think I have a bucket list. I never really took the time to think who I really want to battle for. It's all said and done.
What about who you want to work with?
This man sitting over here to my right for sure, man. That'd be definitely either on the music shit or music tip or 2v2 or something like that. Because I definitely respect this man over here. On the subject of great writing, this is somebody who's definitely top 3 of my great writers out here.
Appreciate it.
Have you got to do the 2v2 there?
I haven't yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I'd like to do at least one before I call it a career.
I respect that.
Aside from Patron, do you got any other people in mind for potential partners?
The homie Spades out in Salt Lake expressed interest, and that's somebody I definitely do 2v2 with as well.
By the way, Mambo, it looks like James of Abstraction has you on his list. He says you don't want that smoke.
You want to battle? James is a man. Certs, what was it like battling in Ontario?
This last time,
or in both times combined, just overall, what's it like out there?
So the first time I went out was 2020, and this was like end of February 2020. So it was like right on the cusp of quarantine and everything getting shut down, and it was cool. Like it was a good event. We drove out.
I think
there.
I was there. No,
I
went to the next one.
Oh, okay.
I went to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good vibe. They got a lot of fans out there,
and this was before COVID,
like right before COVID. Yeah.
So this is full capacity.
Full capacity. No social distancing. No mask. No nothing.
Okay. How were the battles?
They were good. Yeah.
Yeah. What about the climate out there, man? What's going on in Ontario
right now? I mean, it's pretty sparse. They had kind of their issues, and I think they're sort of just trying to get things moving and gain some momentum again as far as the scene out there. They just had this event in January, and I was a part of it with a few other battlers. And yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good event. So best of luck to them. Hopefully they can get something going again.
How about Salt Lake City?
Salt Lake City, yeah, they have a really great scene out there. They were down for like maybe 9-10 years, and they just kind of reemerged. And
I know that we've had them. I think we had T. James over here.
Yeah,
we did. Yeah,
talking about that.
Shout out to Mike Masters Alliance.
What's it like battling out there, man?
They do real good stuff out there. It's a great vibe. Good energy. Great talent. They've got a really nice thing out there.
That's what's up, man. Well traveled in the battle scene.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Does the battle feel different at an away game? Or do you just have the same similar approach?
I mean, the approach is always the same.
Gotcha.
I've never really felt there was a home or away difference for me.
Okay.
Because I mean, the approach is the same. So yeah, not really.
Okay.
Well, I mean, when you're home, you got the homies behind you, so I think that you probably get a little more fervor, more energy from that.
I suppose.
Okay.
So laid back, I suppose.
All right, man. Well, I think we got to get to our show and tell portion of the show. And first thing I want to do is I want to take a look at some merch, man. And Sam Lachow got some merch, man. So let's go ahead and take a look. At so, and as you can see right here, we got shirts, heavy hearts, and beanies, and let's see, autographed CDs. Yeah, a lot of dope stuff here, man.
Okay.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good looking.
Do you got baby sizes?
No stretch pack.
I do not have baby sizes. I should. Oh yeah, this is, you can get a 16 bar rap from me. Give me, you just got to give me a bunch of info, and I will make it hot.
Oh, really? Okay.
What was the other thing that I was?
How much information you got to give for a 16 bar?
Just the more the better. Like, you know, give me your dog's name, give me some funny stuff that, or if you're giving it to like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, like give me some inside jokes, memories that will make them, that, you know, that'll make it funny. But oh, what was I about to say?
Show coming up.
Yeah, put that on there.
Show coming up. Wait, what was the other merch?
Custom doodle tee. That's interesting.
Custom doodle tee. Yeah, that will draw a bunch of random stuff on the.
Okay.
Did you think of all these random ideas, or did somebody like think of like an advertisement, or, you know what I'm saying, ideas for you?
Mostly me.
That's creative. That's creative.
We try to get weird with it and just kind of keep putting different things out. Like, merch is a big way. It's, you know, it's probably 20% of how I make my living, maybe. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you guys. If you had any advice on someone recently asked me, yo, you should have a way for people to buy your albums digitally on your store, on your merch store,
right?
And why? And I'm like, oh yeah, why don't I have that? Like, you know, you can stream it on Spotify and all that stuff, but
Snoop Dogg was advocating for this. He was advocating about this. Snoop Dogg said that he wants people to go back to selling CDs because you guys make more money that way when you sell a CD for $12.99 or whatever like that compared to your streaming.
What was your question, Sam?
Should I have an option to be, because I don't know if, like, you remember iTunes used to be the thing and people would have to pay $10 for your album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a similar? Can I do a similar thing? I'm not talking about physical albums. I'm talking about if someone wants to buy the digital version of my album and to support, and also so they can have it on their phone and without Wi-Fi. You know what I mean?
So the non-Wi-Fi version, but still the same version they would listen to if they had a subscription to Apple Music.
It'd be the same thing, yeah. But
I was gonna say not Bandcamp.
I guess Bandcamp is one. Yeah, but I want to do my own. Yeah, like Bandcamp, I guess.
Okay,
and then you pretty much just got to put it on iTunes for free.
You can zip your WAV files, but they pay for a digital download of the file.
Yeah, that's what I would want.
Okay.
And is that a possibility?
It's like passing out USBs, basically.
Yeah, like you buy the yeah, I don't know.
I know what you mean. No,
seems like James of Abstraction threw it out, so he must know something about it.
And it would also help because I don't know if you know about my 80 bars stuff I do, but it like it's all samples, so I can't put that on Spotify. But it would be nice if I had a way for my fans to, if they wanted to support.
Yeah, I'm serious though. Have you looked into Bandcamp at all?
I mean, Bandcamp. People can, it's like it looks
sell your merch on there.
Yeah, it's good for
mixtapes. But I want it to be on my merch site, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm sure I have a Bandcamp, but like
it seems like a lot of people here in the comments know some stuff to help you out. It says Solomon says I was doing this stuff during my Walmart tours.
Okay,
you know how those go.
And as well as James of Abstraction also says this is the same way that people do beat stores right now. So
yeah, I guess beats. Okay, that's a good way to think of it.
Okay, all right. Well, speaking of albums, man, OG Mambo just dropped one, man, and Taste Test EP, Hard Liquor,
fresh for your ears.
Okay, Mambo.
Come on, man. That Hard Liquor is out now. We got a couple visuals out.
I'm consistent.
Doing what we do, man. Keeping it going. We're just keeping the flavors going. Trying to keep your palate wet. This is the second installation to a 2-part project, man. We got Sativa session coming this summer, man. Stay tuned, man. Yeah.
Jameson's on.
Let's go, Mambo.
Oh, are you gonna take that on the Only One Wiser Walmart tour too?
The Walmart tour.
Hey man, hey, shout out to the big homie, man. We might have to collab, man. Me and Solomon go back like sandboxes, you dig? So
Go back and sandboxes. That's dope, man. All right. I believe you said you wanted to share some new merch that you have, Mambo, or
man, it's on the Ill Society page. I don't know if you got it pulled up, but if not, actually don't even trip. We're gonna do it like this.
Oh, you gonna show it on screen? You got it?
I'm trying to see. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Two-tone.
We got a few different colorways out now. You feel me? Ill Society bomber jackets is out. Tune in, tap in, send a DM. You can get your pre-order locked in. There's a whole lot of stuff going on, my friend.
You know, your boy gonna need to grab me one of them. For sure.
And
I
then
need a Scarface jacket.
You just launched the cuts page. I think I got. There we go. You're doing some of the scissor work.
Hey, Mambo does all things melanated. You feel me? So I get you a fresh lineup, a fresh fade. We can go hoop. We can play basketball. I'll design a jacket for you. Kick a rap, sing a song, play some instruments, whatever you need, brother. You know what I mean? Just call the kid. La Kid is here and present, man. So tap in if you need them cuts, man. We be over there at Gifted Cuts. Big shout out to Willie B. You did what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right. Well, James says this man Mambo is a Renaissance man in the flesh. Ooh, good words.
You do white people's hair too?
I do all people's hair. I even do ambiguous people's hair, Certs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's funny. All right.
So rappers and
I don't think you can do anything with that, Mambo.
What are you talking about? Every now and again, he get them stubbles. I cut some baldies too, bro. Don't trip. We handle it.
He cut the baldies.
I thought he had an idea. The thing was gleaming.
Would you consider shining it, Certs?
Shining it? Yeah, sure. Trim the beard.
I got you.
Okay. I got the Mambo merch finally on the Ill Society page. There we go.
The white's hard.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I need
So
the
we
red
got-
and black Scarface joint.
Yeah, we got the red and black. We got a black and white with a pink accent lettering, and we got that white one that just dropped. And then we got a new exclusive one that's going to drop this week on my page. So tap in with there. And y'all see the jerseys on there too. So tap in, make your pre-orders. We active, man. Ill Society, individuals living life, man. You do what I'm talking about? That's that part.
That white on white. Okay.
Hey, you can get yours. You can have one. You don't got to dream about it. You can have one.
Yo, my mom tapping it right now.
Can we clip that thing was gleaming? Okay. Gleaming. We got a couple of joints from Mambo's new album. So we're gonna play a couple of those, man.
Let's go.
And this first one coming at you, Motion Music, man, featuring My Arty with production from Kaleem Beat.
You know, me and my brother Kaleem gonna fulfill his dream, man. They know.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that, man. And we're back with more Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio, including an ID the question and another Mambo cut and more. So keep it locked. It's Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Tell your friends.
This the key in the ignition. Started up and hit the mission. Dirty drink sipping since a youngin' had the vision. Give my mom and dad a mention. I'm made up in the kitchen. I'm a diamond out the rough, and now it's time for me to glisten. Checking, out a couple pretty vixens. Only answer when it's business or I had a stream of income. Money, that's the type of shit I'm into. And big booty melanated girls with pretty pimples. They know my name all around the globe. I started with some dro, and then I added whoa. I started doing shows, now we even selling clothes. I'ma get my figures in there either way it goes. See, I'm a hustler, baby, you can ask about me. She a wild team, but classy how she act around me. Ride around the city and we got the windows cloudy. I'm a big dog drinking from the youthful fountain. This the key in the ignition. Started up and hit the mission. Dirty drink sipping since a youngin' had the vision. The type to go the distance. My mama made a winner. I can show you how to get it. All you gotta do is listen. This the key in the ignition. Started up and hit the mission. Dirty drink sipping since a youngin' had the vision. The type to go the distance. My mama made a winner. I can show you how to get it. All you gotta do is listen.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do, man. giving the game away, man, for free.
Oh, yeah.
But you ain't gotta take it from me. That's why I brought this queen by the name of AB, you see?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let her know what type of time you are, ma.
Yeah. You know where I be at? Making moves with my cousins out in Texas. Sipping on some scissors. Some youngins acting reckless. We be swinging like a necklace. Making paper like we press it. All about this cheddar, I need my bacon like I'm breakfast. It's that wake and bake. Hurry up, don't be late. The early bird gets the worm. You see these chickens on my plate. Put this thing in motion like the West. I be coasting. He got it down, bitch, to all his boys. He be boasting. To my bitches, I be bragging. To a bag, we never lagging. Yep, still smoking loud, rolling up, keeping green up in my blunt. He fuck with me not only cause I'm sexy. I promise he gon' like me. We gon' get these checks like Nike. These bitches love to spite me, but not one gon' fight me. Can't do business cause you messy. Your profit's not enticing, not impressive. A car with no insurance is not progressive. I'm in position, I ain't pressing. Bout some money, I ain't stressing.
This the key in the ignition. Started up and hit the mission. Dirty drink sipping since a youngin' had the vision. The type to go the distance. My mama made a winner. I can show you how to get it. All you gotta do is listen. This the key in the ignition. Started up and hit the mission. Dirty drink sipping since a youngin' had the vision. The type to go the distance. My mama made a winner. I can show you how to get it. All you gotta do is listen.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Lex Scope, aka Seattle Spike Lee, out here with the Fresh Juice Squad at Rainier Avenue Radio. The Juice Pack, aka D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself OG Mambo, and of course, I love the show. Hey, hope y'all enjoyed the show. Please subscribe, like, comment, share to your friends. Let them know what's going on, baby. Come on. You're.
Do you have an idea for a community project in your neighborhood? You could be eligible for up to $50,000 in funding through the City of Seattle's Neighborhood Matching Fund. Grants are awarded to grassroots projects that build stronger communities, with an emphasis on projects led by impacting Black, Indigenous, and people of color BIPOC communities. To learn more about the Neighborhood Matching Fund or to see if your project meets the criteria, visit seattle.gov/neighborhoods/NMF.
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as Norbcam.
Gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at the local Filipino community? Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news.
Kaya always tune in. Radio every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.org.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
Do you want to reach out to the Vietnamese community in Seattle? Just advertise in Le Viet Tây Bắc, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio.org. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone. Connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone.
Good afternoon. This is Morgan Freeman. You are rocking with Fresh Juice here at Rainier Avenue Radio. Here with your host, D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Thank you for listening and have a nice night.
He's against this shit like what they all day. He mad I'm calling him shit or what you call that. He be calling and calling, I never call back. I'm never giving him this shit, this I counteract. Money counter on the counter, kinda 100 racks. Cuddy in the back, coat and blunts with the honey pack. At first I was climbing, but now I'm kinda into that. Freaky shit, say you don't know cause you ain't hit it yet. You can never hit it, not even up on the internet. Fuck a vape, I'd rather my cigarette smoke cigarettes. Been a threat, my shit been popping since gigapets. Peep the silhouette, cigarette coming in a millisect. The only way I must is if you cook my bread. Can't complain, I've been on my game getting Bella checks. Cigarette say I changed, so I tell him I ain't finished yet. You lame, you ain't even gang, so why you even get up in here? That's what I'm saying, it's playing moving big weird. Watch the shit, he the one that snitch with the in-ear. I thought prison was a big fear or a big deal. Thought the shit won't, oh, wiggin' what a shit will. Big spill, put Assante's on a big wheel. 5% hits, yeah, even on the windshield. My mom be on rent every month, this shit's real. Putting in work on the court, doing tip drills. Baby, I ain't playing for nothing, I need a brand deal. Yeah, I'm always up to something, I can't stand still. When I drop, they gon' feel it just like an anvil. Tell the shit to break the flick off levy on the landfill. Pass the shit out, we canvas them like a handbill. How you just running your mouth for no hand skills? Man, this shit. Holding big knots, looking like we throwing up crib. What you on? I ain't on shit. I be getting my guap, I be clocking my grip, I be talking my talk, against all my spit. I got 8 or 9 projects under my hip. I been keeping real quiet, now I'm finna pop it. Looking for a little white girl, billabong shit. Trying to get up on her daddy, cause I know we got this. She gon' run the play for me, cause she know we're pop ish. She my little babe, taking me on wild trips. She know I ain't gay, I be strictly on it. How I get away with this shit, this shit so sick. I'm player all day, so I'm never on slick. Got game from a leader, man, I gotta call sick. Calling bitch rap well, what you call this? This shit can't hang with me, baby, I'm diff. This shit talk this shit when they see me, I'm sis. Like they don't know when I go to shoot, I don't miss. Bet it all on me, baby, you gon' get rich. Let me ball, baby, I'm an all-star. That's a bar, baby, I write all my shit. Need a couple cars, I'm swiping all your shit.
Rainier Avenue Radio, fresh juice every Wednesday night, 9-11 with the juice pack. That's Gifted Gabio and Jasmine Cashmere. And that's the fire playlist tonight, produced by Antoine Vincent.
Oh. Hey, Mambo, that's the best stuff from you. You're getting better and better and better. I love that so much.
I agree,
Full
man.
playlist tonight is fire.
I appreciate that, G. That's love, bro. The irony of that is that's an old record.
Oh, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played it on this show a couple years ago.
But that's the direction we're going to continue going. That's why I dropped this project. This is more of like, it's literally like an appetizer to the good people. Anyone who's been tuned in for some time, anyone who's just getting tuned in, because this sativa session is really what's going to kick things off the ground and really open the door and do things that I haven't done just yet. You feel me?
Yeah. Well,
I got an open verse for you too, Sam. You know that.
I was about to say, if you got
any
other beats like that, songs that you got, I'm ready.
Say no more, man. We're gonna put that together, man.
No, you definitely found the right pocket on that Kaleem joint, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all.
Same thing Gifted Gab was doing on that joint. And also, shout out to Jasmine Cashmere as well, man. Just
like the whole playlist tonight is fire. Everybody got the bounce tonight.
Actually, to bring it full circle, I actually got a session coming up with Twan, Sammy. So I'm gonna plug something in and leave some space for you on that, man, because that's gonna feel like home too. You feel me?
Absolutely. Who produced that beat that we just?
His name is Kaleem Beats, man. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Kaleem Beats, former guest of the show. I'll actually send you bro's page, bro. He's got a super deep pack in there. He's got all different type of flavors, from like Currency, Larry June S sounding to that kind of like dirty, kind of darker, heavier hitting sound too, bro.
All right, I see.
K-A-L-E-E-M. It's Ayo Kaleem on Instagram. So AYO KALEEM. Ayo Kaleem. Right. He's on there.
Appreciate it.
It's all good, man.
I see ID stretching right there.
Hey, tell him Mambo sent you, bro, and he's going to take care of you for sure, bro. That's my brother for real.
I see ID stretching because he's ready for one of these questions, man. I know he's got a big one for us, man. So let's go ahead and do this, man. ID the question.
Man, from your scalp to your feet, ID the question. When you speak, let me ask you something. So basically, before I go on stage, I always have a conversation with my grandmother. And I feel like a lot of the times when we have these interviews, one of the main things that they wish they knew is how it feels to be you before you go on stage. So is there something really special that you do personally that most of the people wouldn't know that helps you perform as immaculately as you do on stage?
Good question.
Okay, let's go.
Who first?
Go ahead, Sam. You ready to go?
You got this, Sam.
So I used to get drunk and then to make the nerves go away, and now that I can't do that anymore, and then I used to need to be alone for a little bit, but now I just I rehearse so I know that I'm completely ready, and then I just kind of pretend like I don't have a show coming up. I'm chilling, and backstage, like literally a minute before I go on, I'm just acting like it's anything else. Just get up on there and be, chill. Like it's,
another day at the office.
Yeah, instead of and that makes me do better, because if they sense any nerves, then they feel awkward. And
I mean, bro, knowing that I don't know you, like, if I didn't know all this information that you had just exposed us to, I wouldn't have thought that was going on in your mind. Like, you seem mad melancholy. So it's like I thought that's just who like chill, like the way we was talking about the battle rap. It's like if you're living in it, bro. It's working.
Appreciate that so much, for real.
No doubt, man. Just keep that with you. I'm saying.
A secondary question for the both of you: What's the biggest stage that you got to perform on? I got to rock at. What's the biggest audience you got to perform for?
I was the first local act to sell out the Neptune Theater.
Nice, bro. That's
I remember that. I remember that.
I headlined and sold out Showbox Market. But the biggest crowd I've ever seen probably in my life gotta be when I filled in for somebody at Sasquatch, and I played Sasquatch a few times, but at this one show, it was like the kind of thing where you couldn't see the
end of the crowd.
Yeah,
wow.
Like, to a point where it wasn't nerve-wracking at all because it just didn't look real.
Right. Like at this point, you're like, I'm just gonna do my thing, whatever happens.
I was just like,
I want to get the other answer too.
Yeah, Certs. Let's see. Do you need to get the question refreshed from ID?
No.
Okay.
So I actually have to echo Sam's answer as far as what I do right before I get on stage or how I feel. The more prepared I feel, the more confident I am. And I know that leads a lot to how I'm going to do when I step on stage. I don't really feel like I'm different in a way. But yeah, I mean, that preparation is everything. I used to also like try to throw a drink or two down before I got stage to kind of calm the nerves. But
trying to double check a question. Do you look at people?
Yes, yes and no. I'm focused on my opponent, but then there's also kind of elements to it, like you're trying to look out to the crowd, you're trying to do like a participation thing, and it might require
I always
you to
wondered that when you're battling, like if you guys look at other people.
Yeah, you can definitely do it.
Perform, because both of you guys have experience performing locally too. I've in my experience, I feel like there's some Seattle audiences that receive the music without any sort of body language showing that they're receiving the music. How do you perform in those situations where they're locked in and they're bobbing a little bit, but it's not too much of it? How do you engage with that?
So I because I used to just kind of rely on my like drunken charisma and just not not giving a crap. Instead now I try to prepare so much to a point where it's a little rehearsed, like where I'm ready. It doesn't, the hypeness of the crowd doesn't matter because I'm putting on a performance. Like I know when
it's like a play almost.
The choreographed.
Yeah, it's like it's something you want to just watch. It's not just something you want to jump to. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's kind of cool. It kind of like safeguards the nerves.
Certs, do you have any battles coming up?
Exactly.
For you
exactly
on
what
the
Certs. My bad.
No, my fault. Certs, for you on the battle rap scheme. How is it? Because that performative essence is completely different. You still have to deliver. There's still a crowd. They're still listening to hip hop, but the intention is that. So how is that for you?
Yeah, it can be a little intense at times because all eyes are on you. A lot of times they kind of sit and watch you like with their arms crossed, and they're expecting a certain result, and you just kind of have to power through it. I will confess I'm usually always a little nervous. I know in the beginning, and I definitely like have my arms behind my back, crossing my fingers and all that because I didn't want to see like I was shaking. That was kind of.
It would almost seem as if like comedians, it's like they're waiting to see if the joke is going to be funny or not, and if it's not funny, then they're glad they kept their arms crossed. But if it is funny, then you start to like Mambo was saying, they start to bob their heads, they start to get into it, and you guys kind of keep hitting them.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to power through it, and it's the battle crowd is one of those ones where it's like, you can tell yourself, the tricks of the trade or whatever. Pretend nobody's looking at you. Pretend they're not judging you or anything. But that's exactly what they're doing when you're doing a battle. Like they're watching you very intently and they're listening very carefully.
Have you tried to joke in a battle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Oh, good. Playing the sense of humor card is always good. You help get the crowd on your side. It does calm your nerves a little bit.
When you're locked into a battle and you get a positive response, is that also off? Can that throw you off as well too? It's because some bars you don't know how it's gonna hit. So when it hits crazy and oh my, he said that's crazy. Can that kind of shift the momentum? Have you had those moments?
Yeah, that's very true. You never know what the crowd's gonna react to. It could be something you planned them to react to. It could be something completely off the wall that you didn't think you're gonna get anything out of. And if it catches you off guard, then it can potentially pause your momentum.
Can you just give me the quick do, because I'm not very familiar with battle rap. The quick do's and don'ts, like the what's off limits, like what are the is it like wives, daughters?
Yeah,
good question.
In my experience, nothing's off limits, but just use
just know the battle has to end at some point.
Yeah,
and you still said what you said.
Say what you want to say,
to the car.
But own the consequences.
The battle will end at some point, and you had said what you had said.
Myself personally, having a competitive nature, I'm probably going to be limitless with it. So do you have that same type of thing, Certs, or is there certain things that do you have your own personal? I'm gonna leave the kids out of it. I'm gonna leave whatever situation out of it.
I don't think I've brought up kids before. I mean, I've talked about people's girls and stuff, but it's pretty par for the course content. I mean, it happens.
I have a question. Do people ask you to not hey man, don't talk about my mama?
Yeah, that happens.
Did you still?
What? For me,
I think that's cool.
Did you still do it?
No,
did you completely ignore his request?
I will share this. My very first battle ever. The guy was like, "Hey, no personals," and then he said some wild personal shit about it, or excuse me, some wild personal things.
About you?
No, about my girl.
That's mad whack,
But the guy who was kind of a
was that here in Washington?
No, that was San Jose,
gotcha.
California. But he was like,
it's a different crowd.
People say no personals, and then they'll just do personal. So kind of watch for that. So fortunately, I saw it coming.
Secondary
you
question.
Gave it back to him.
Secondary question. What type of research goes into it? How do you do your research? Because that's one thing I'm always interested in. Because I feel like if I was battling somebody, I'm DMing best friends. I'm looking up what high school you went to, what graduating class. Hey, you graduated with him? Can you give me a story? Like, what's going on? So what type of research goes into the depth of it?
Well, it's like you were saying, nothing's really off limits, so you can do all of that. Me personally, I don't have to dig too much. It doesn't take long to figure out what I'm going to say. And, if something kind of lands on my desk and I can use it, then more power to me. But,
Yeah, as James says right there, it's all fun and games till battle rap becomes MMA.
Exactly.
It's always an option.
But if I can say something so provoking that makes you want to fight me, then I win the battle. So even whatever circumstances happen after, I won the battle. You know what I mean?
Has anybody tried to fight you?
No.
Just curious.
Have you ever wanted to fight someone for something they said?
Last year, March, some guy was talking about my kids, but I didn't take it personal. So no, I didn't feel like fighting anybody.
Man, you're getting an elbow from the top rope. What are you talking about?
That's the only reason why I stayed away from the battle world, because I'm not confident in my level of restraint. And there's certain things that you may say that I'm not okay. Okay, and I also know personally that I'm not gonna withhold anything too. We're talking about it all. I heard you cheated on your taxes last year. It's terrible. You're a bad human. You don't recycle. Like I'm getting on you. You know what I'm saying?
Anthony Ward says, just don't steal Sam's bike and you're straight.
Sam, have you ever considered the world of battling? I feel like your hip hop style doesn't really mesh with that, but you do have enough bars and enough wit and enough cleverness to do so if you wanted to. So have you ever considered
I love making diss records. Battling.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
I don't think I've ever heard a diss record.
Yeah, man.
That used to be a thing.
I got in big trouble.
Oh,
but not big trouble at all. But I went after. I just went after, like, I don't know if you're very familiar with like Central District South End gang stuff.
Right.
But
you got immersed in that.
I used to shoot videos for them. That's how I made a living. And one of them, we became good friends, and they kind of, as a joke, we like made diss raps but I just went too hard, and then a dude that like runs the whole thing called me, and he's like, take that down now. I was like, okay.
And he sounded Russian, so that's crazy.
And he sounded Russian.
take that down now.
If he dies, he dies.
There was no room for error there. That's crazy.
Nah, that is clowning, bro.
We only got a couple minutes left here, man.
Aside from that, have you had any subliminals that you snuck in verses or little beefs that you had? Because I think that for the listeners, for me personally, that would be something that was unknown information.
Oh, absolutely. But I don't even think some of them now that I'm like, I re-listen to them because I'm not like angry about it anymore. I'm like, ooh, I really hope he never heard that.
James says, glad you made it out with both hands. Okay. All right, we are close to being out of time, so we want to do a couple things before we end. We want to give both of y'all the opportunity to suggest someone to be a guest on a future show, someone you've worked with, personally, could refer. Why don't you go first, sir? Someone you think would be great for this show.
Yeah, Tintin. The guy just battled in January.
Tintin,
nice. So let's get him on.
Okay, let's get to Tintin on. Tintin, Rin Tin. All right, Sam, what do you got?
What do I got? Have you had D-Sane on?
It's been a minute.
Not recently.
It's been a minute.
I mean, the man has stories.
Yes, he does.
I haven't met him. Let's do it.
Yes,
D-Sane definitely has some stories galore. We know that.
Yeah.
D-Sane is fun for sure. All right, okay. Last thing we're gonna do is final words. So, anything you want to say? We give you the spotlight and go with it. Certs, you go up first, man. Any final words?
Yeah, first things first, man. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate the opportunity. Patron, shout out. Z, what's up? Yeah, man. No battles coming up, but do check out Tintin versus Certs. It just dropped. My Instagram is right there in the corner, Certs206. So just give me a follow. Links to everything's in the bio, so just go check that out. Also, you might catch me DJing a little bit around town. Just follow the Instagram. I'll be popping up next time I'm out and about with the records, man. So yeah, thank you again.
Thank you.
Okay, Certs. Okay. All right, Sam. Final words.
Yeah, thanks as always. It's always love with you guys. It's been a while. It's great to reconnect.
Yeah.
I have a new song dropping every 4 weeks, and I guess I'll just say to anyone who isn't dropping music because they're worried about the response or whatever, just keep dropping stuff.
Yeah,
I feel that.
I needed that.
Yeah.
For sure. And looking out for the left-handed bandit.
Let's go.
Left-handed bandit this summer.
All right. Next week, who do we got? We got Catil coming through.
Hey.
And Barada.
Let's go.
Catil and Barada next week on the 20th. You can check it out live. We need some background there.
That sounds like a Mortal Kombat fight.
Catil, fight!
For real though.
So check it
tell
out.
Them that tell them that next week.
Fresh Juice. We're getting close to 700, by the way. So lots of great upcoming guests as well. We do have a couple minutes here, so just to shout out some of the ones that we have booked. Following the Catil and Barada, which is next week on the 20th, we got Only One Wiser and the Icon coming through on the 27th. On April 3rd, we got DZ and then 60 East, who we saw earlier. On the 10th of April, that's our 700 show. We got Abstraction coming through. And then Horizon, who was the first ever co-host of this program. Right,
the 700 show.
April 10th, April 17th.
That's going to be on hold. So
we got Afro coming through. And 24th, P.O. Box, who you may have heard the Rainier Avenue Radio that we play in the commercials. So he'll be here April 24th.
Legends.
He's bringing his whole band with him too. So
legendary.
April 24th. Check that one out. That's going to be crazy. All right. Follow all of our platforms, man, with Fresh Juice right here. Facebook, go there, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media, and as well as IG, X, and Twitter at Fresh Juice Media. And then, of course, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Shows every week live. You can watch them whenever you want, and smaller clips every day. There you go. A portion of tonight's interview will be heard on DJ Defcon's The Re-Up up there in KSVR 91.7 FM Thursday at 8 from 8 to 10 p.m. You can check it out, DJ Defcon. And as always, man, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Peace and bless.
Stay sexy, Seattle.